Alright, good afternoon everybody, and how are we all doing? Hope you're all doing well. So this afternoon I'm going to take care of the monthly Ironman and Ironeagle attempts, because unlike last month, I've not had to wait ages for the Ironeagle this time around. Pegleg has been back on it pretty promptly to get the Ironeagle out, so as I tend to like to do each month, I like to do the Ironmans quite early into the month so that I can make sure that I actually compete in each one. An interesting name for the WOD this month, as chosen by Horus. To be honest with you, when I first saw this, I actually thought it was an April Fool's pick. Except it was uploaded way after the April Fool's bracket timeline. So, it is not a joke. The map set is actually called Mayan Reynolds. I'm sure we'll have a very Deadpool good time with this one. Ho, 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 ho. Terrible joke, I know, but anyway. So what is the Doomworld Ironman League, you might not be asking? Well, it's a monthly thing that has been running since 2016. And it actually hits its 10th anniversary in about 2 months, I think. So it's going to be 10 years of the Ironman League existing. The basic idea is that each month someone picks a map set, whether it's a single map, whether it's a small episode like this one is, or whether it's an entire megawad, 32 maps plus. Then, on Ultraviolence, you play through the map set, and once you die, your run is over. That's it. You don't use saves, you don't reload and try again, you just have one single attempt, and once you perish, that's it, you're done. You can either do a standard run or a prepared run. I have largely done blind or standard runs on this. And the person who gets the fastest, the fastest I should say, at the end of each month, there is a leaderboard. And the person who survives the furthest in the fastest time wins. I've only ever won one of these. They're very hard to win, because either the WOD chosen is quite difficult, or it comes down to speed. But I don't really play to try and top the leaderboard or win. I just play it to test my skills as a somewhat veteran Doom player, and it's just a bit of fun. And therefore I have participated in every single one of them so far since 2016. I haven't missed any of them. In neither this nor the Ironeagle, which I'll be playing later on the stream. So yeah, it's pretty fun. There are some plans for the 10th anniversary. Whether they come to fruition or not, time will tell. I may or may not be involved in that. But we'll see in a few months. Anyway, hello Puro Cooper. How you doing? And the main boon for me is that I finally fixed the chat problem I was having the other day. I just had to remove the 7TV extension, and the pop-out chat now works as normal. I was thankfully advised that all I had to do to fix that problem was remove 7TV. So, if you're still having that same issue where you're logged into stream chats and it doesn't show up and you have to refresh your into a different chat window or refresh the stream to try and get the chat to appear, just disable or remove the 7TV Twitch chat extension. That seems to be causing the problem. They haven't fixed something, so until that gets fixed, just don't use 7TV for a bit. Hey Maddock, thank you very much for the wishing of success. And hello Serial Chiller, good to see you as well. You haven't missed anything yet. I'm just explaining I fixed the chat problem I was having last time. Hey, Deet, how's it going? Good to see you as well. It's going well. Hopefully we'll have some decent Ironman runs today. Hello, Mike. How are you doing as well? Oh, everyone's just coming in all at once suddenly. Holy shit. So I will be doing more Quake Brutalist Jam 2 later tonight. So this will be another day where I'm streaming twice in a single outing. But I thought since I've got a bit of spare time this afternoon that I would do the Ironman since they're out. So here I am doing precisely that. You saw Dwight and Jake park in quarantine zone yesterday and Dwight had herpes. Quarantine zone? What's that? I don't know what quarantine zone is, D. Been a little busy lately, so I haven't been here, but it's over now. Oh, well, I'm glad your busyness has been resolved. Hope it went, well, whatever business it was pleasant enough. So, yeah. So what is Mayan Reynolds? What a fucking name that is, honestly. Mayan Reynolds is a vanilla episode of 7 maps and a credits map at the end, released in 2022 by the Squonker team. Apparently short to medium-sized maps featuring overgrown ruins and dank caves. Apparently it takes about 90 minutes to survive a full run. It's a game where you scan survivors for zombie infections kind of thing. Oh, so it's got a crossover with Dead by Daylight, does it? I guess. Some sort of crossover. Alright, the authors are AD79, Bobby, DCG Retrowave, Eggboy, Skrunky Donk, T-Will, and Z-Mystic. There's some familiar names in there. But, nice. So there's a list of map credits and middies, so we'll go through those as I play through. Well, it was hardcore gaming business, was playing a very difficult game. It kind of haunted me the past few weeks, so I wanted to be done with it. Yesterday I finally 100%ed it. And congratulations for whatever game you 100%ed. There are a lot of Easter egg characters, including Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know if it's licensed, but they were using full names and exceptional likenesses. I couldn't tell you either. I'm not aware of all the crossovers that Behavior may or may not have done in the past. So yeah. Gonna be 7 maps, about 90 minutes, if I survive the whole thing. No COD. Now, just before I start, yeah, I was playing it as some filler the other day, and you might see me do that again quite soon, actually. So before I start doing this run, I just wanted to quickly share an announcement of an upcoming event that I'm going to be doing on Easter Monday. If you're on my Discord, you already know about this, as I've pinged it there last night when I decide on the date, but in case you're not on my Discord, so on Easter Monday, since I have the house to myself for the month, and it's the Easter holidays, and I'm not obligated to do anything, like, apart from look after the house, which is not too difficult really, some of the time, I have quite a bit of free time to stream a little bit more than usual. So, what I've decided to do is, on Easter Monday, I'm having what I'm calling a Peak Dopewoods Day. I haven't spent a lot of time on the name, but I've just decided to call it the Peak Dopewoods Day. And there's a reason behind that. Not the Wings of V on hard mode, doing no hit challenge on other bosses and selling game achievements, staying hard for training times, I'm accused about this one. I think I remember you telling me you were playing Wings of V recently. I think I remember that. Oh, and we've been raided by Ostinado. Did you finally manage to get that vial beat saveless? I know that's what you were doing. You were trying to beat the Archvile at the end of Dark Tartarus without using a save. Were you successful? No. Well, the fact that you beat Dark Tartarus should be more than enough. Move on and play other things that don't require you to tear your hair out or whatever. And welcome Raiders, you're just in time for the beginning of the Ironman runs. for the month. My attempts. I'm just explaining something I'm going to be doing on Easter Monday, so good timing. All right, Astonado, off you go. Have a good day, and see you later. So, I'm having what's called an Elflower, and demo and all the ways. So, I'm having what I'm calling on Easter Monday a Peak Dope Lives Day. The idea is to recreate what I used to do as a streamer back on the Dope Lives channel way back in the early days. Now, some long-time viewers will know, but before I streamed here back in 2009, I used to stream on another site called Dope Lives. They do actually still have a channel that is up and running today, which you can find here. I don't stream there anymore at this time, but that is the community streaming site I did stream for since 2009. A long-time viewers will even have been there, so you will know about that anyway. People like Drowker and War Snail and a few others will know. So, back in the day, I did stream there. Probably in my peak from 2009 to 2015, I think, when I left for about a year and a half before returning. No, sorry, 2016. I left for a year and a half and then returned after I formed this channel in 2013. But the reason I'm calling it the Peak Dope Lives Day is because when I used to stream back then, from around 2009 to 2012, in what I call the peak days of that website, when I was streaming to like 200 people average, I used to stream 3 times a day, quite regularly. Not all the time, because it being a community website, sometimes other people were streaming, sometimes I was doing something else. But I used to stream 3 times a day, regularly. I used to be known as a guy that completed a lot of projects, streaming projects back then. I'd be juggling like 3 projects, RPGs, FPSs, other kinds of games, and I'd be doing them all. I basically just streamed a lot back then, and it was ridiculous. Because I really, really, really enjoyed it back then. Way more. Because it was like a new thing for me and I had lots of free time to do it. So, yeah, I streamed 3 times a day. I would stream once in the morning. I'd take a break for about an hour, and then if no one else was going live, I would pop on again, and then I'd have my tea, and then if no one was going live, I would stream in the evening. And that was a fairly regular occurrence. To the point where I streamed so much that at one point, I distinctly remember they used to track the amount of hours each streamer on that channel streamed. They had like a total amount of hours. And at one point, I had double the hours of the site owner, Dopefish. You know, Dopefish was the big pull. You've probably heard of Ladder Goat as a meme. He was the origin point for that meme back in 2009. I had double his streaming hours, and he was the main person on that channel. I had like twice as many hours as he did. It was ridiculous. And I used to stream RPGs as well. Fallout New Vegas, Arx Fatalis, Fallout 3, Pokemon Crystal, Skyrim when it came out. Played that all the way through. I was something of a streaming machine back then. Probably to an unhealthy degree, I'll admit. So what I wanted to do, now I've painted a very vivid picture for you all, is I wanted to recreate that just for a single day. Just to see if I could still do it. I don't intend for this to become a regular thing, because I actually prefer streaming just once a day, to be honest. I sometimes have found it difficult recent times to actually stream on days at all. But just for one day, I want to sort of recreate that magic and stream 3 times in a single day. So the plan will be, on Easter Monday, I'm going to get up nice and early, and I'm going to stream in the morning for about 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to stream some kind of chill or filler thing in the morning, because some of you will be asleep. So I'll probably do some Dead by Daylight or some poker or some other kind of chill game I can just play for a few hours and not really be too bothered, as I sort of wake up as well. Then I'll take a break for about an hour, and then in the afternoon I will stream again for another 3 or 4 hours. I will be playing a game from my gifted game list. I have a game in mind. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I have chosen a short game from my other game list that I'm going to play in the afternoon. Then I'll take a break for another hour to eat and have a rest. And then in the evening, I will stream again for another period of time where I'll be playing the Quake Brutalist Jam 2. If I stay on track, that might also be the final part of that as well, since I've got 7 maps I'm going to hopefully tackle tonight, maybe another 7 tomorrow if everything goes to plan, and then I'll have 4 maps left as a finale on Monday. So that's going to be the plan on Easter Monday as part of Deep Peak Dopewoods Day. A sort of Dead by Daylight filler stream in the morning, a game from my other gifted game list in the afternoon, and Quake Brutalist Jam 2 in the evening. So I basically stream 3 times a day, just like I used to. 3 different things as well. And hopefully I won't tire out and collapse and go, oh, I can't be bothered. I hopefully will persevere and be able to pull it off. So it's just an interesting idea I want to try, just to see if I can do it one more time. I certainly do not intend to start making that my regular streaming pattern. It's just a one-off, but I just want to try something a bit different for a bit of novelty. So what do you all think of that? You think it sounds great? Good. I mean, most certainly in the future, when I do get my own place on the regular, I certainly intend to do some daytime streams a bit more regularly, but right now most of my stream time will be in the evening, because that's when most of my free time is. Dean likes it as well. Dope idea, not sure if I can be there though. Yeah, I tried to pick Easter Monday because it's the best sort of time. I'm hoping a lot of people will be off, and it's just a good time for me. I was actually debating doing it today, but I didn't feel like doing it today. I can't do it tomorrow. I don't want to leave it too late into the Easter period, so Easter Monday seemed like a good pick. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing on Easter Monday. You'll get free streams, so if you see me streaming early in the morning on Monday, don't be surprised. That's why. Right, with that in mind, now that I've spent nearly 20 minutes explaining everything except actually playing this thing, I suppose I should actually get started with the Ironman. So, and before I go any further, thanks to Savory for following 2 days ago. Appreciate it. Right, so, back to the Ironman. 7 maps on Doom strict compatibility since... Yeah, so I've never played this before, so I don't know what to expect. And I am playing in DSDA-Doom. So we are on the Doom strict compatibility, which in DSDA is Doom 2 version 1.9. Never played this before, never heard of it, so I'm completely blind, absolutely don't know what to expect. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Let's see how I do. So this is map 1, Waterlogged by Eggboy. The music here is Sanctuary by 8079. I don't really have any other plans for after this, so I'm kind of hoping the Ironman goes on for at least a little bit of time. don't end this in like 20 minutes or something. Would be nice to see this go a respectable distance. The Ironeagle is also quite short in theory, although I can't say for certain until I've actually played it. When dealing with revenants, runs can sometimes end quicker than expected. Siding. Oh. Okay. Secret somewhere. An attempt was made to be sneaky there. I'm not liking this. Oh, they're not inescapable stairs. Not yet, anyway. I have a feeling these stairs are gonna lower in a minute. Oh boy. Oh god, an archvile, you are fucking kidding me, Doc. Okay, wow. Yikes. Get the fuck out of my way, please. Oh, good grief. Archvile map 1. Oh, perfect infighting there. That will do very nicely. There's 2 enemies left. I could just take the lead, but I kind of would have... It'd be nice if I could get the secret, maybe, to see if it will help me for the next lap. Again, that chain would be useful. Problem is, I'm not quite sure where the secret... Oh, wait, try something. Ooh. Aha! I thought, shit, have I soft-locked myself here? I was like, oh crap, have I soft-locked? That would be a bit of an oversight for the map. If I had. Phew, thank goodness for that. There's 2 enemies left, so whatever the secret contains has enemies in it, most likely. And I can't find it. Ah! Okay, well, be careful. The exit hasn't been... Oh, there we go. Alright, first map setting the tone. There's Indiana Reynolds. Next map, Baron by T. Will and DCG Retrowave. Music here is Disposition by Mark Quinn. Yeah, Mark Quinn minis always bangers, of course. Before there was Jimmy, there was Mark Quinn. And Dave Mustaine. So did you all have a Good Friday? On Good Friday? Wait. Because yesterday was Good Friday. For those that we celebrate the Easter break anyway. If you don't celebrate the Easter break, well... I had the day off, so I can't complain, but you normally have Fridays off. Die. Thank you kindly. Would you kindly cease your struggling? Oh, the candles aren't going to indicate any secrets in this one. There's something there though, but don't have a way of getting to it at the moment. Might as well grab the armor that I can access in the room, out of the room before going on to somewhere that might be the case. You work tomorrow, but it's not a big deal. Don't have kids, and my nephews are at least teens to young adults. Nice. Any more? That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not back at work until a week on Monday. Got a nice 2-week break. Hey, Turner K, how's it going? Okay, that's a Spectre. Let's not do that. Oh my god, Barrett, get out of the fucking way! Wow, that was close. Alright. Didn't find a secret in this one either. Unless... Oh. Hello. Shoot switch. Nope. Just gonna leave. Not taking on that trap. That could have been very bad for me at the end there. That's like poking your nose into the forbidden secret. I was hoping for like a soul sphere or something. Not a berserk and a possible chance of a death. At least I can say I found one secret in this run. Erosion by Eggboy. Music here is The Face of Wrath by Stewboy. So yeah, just as a reminder, there are only 7 maps in this. So this will not be the longest attempt either way. I see plasma. I see a dark room. Lots of shotgun ammo around. I don't feel too greedy for taking the mega armor this early. The damage reduction might pay for itself. And thus make it worthwhile. Glad that missed. They weren't anything worse than shotgunners. Almost a pit type situation there. just feels like that crate is suspicious for something, but... Oh no, I hear an arch vial. It's not good. No, no, no. Ew. Icky vial. No, no. Icky vial, no, please. Have mercy. Why were you... Did you actually have that much time to cook back there? Ah, right. Guess maybe they did. What's this do? Oh. I'm gonna hold on to that for a sec. For now. Treat it more as a 100% health top-up, which I might need. Oh no. Okay, what should I expect here? Something on the right to open? Something ahead? Arch vial, maybe? Oh, that is fucking even... That is straight up fuck you territory right there. Not the arch vial, those walls. I mean... No, no, no. I'm gonna make the walls this height so revenant projectiles could strafe around them. Mind you, egg boy. Seems to be it. That plasma ammo would be really nice if I could get it, though. Not gonna lie. The plasma is there. So I gotta set up somewhere near them. Ah, there's a teleport. The map gives that away. So whatever I'm looking for, oh, that plasma would be really nice to have. That'll be a good secret to get hold of, maybe. If by any vague chance I'm able to discover where the secret teleport location is, that is. Unfortunately, I will probably never find it. So I'll just have to leave the level and take the map window. Gorilla by Scrunky Dunk. Music here is Bloody Hell by Jamie Robertson. Get out of the corner! Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your fucking goddamn fucking mega armor trap. I wanted to switch out to the super shotgun, but I thought I could break out in fucking time. Wow, that's a fun little fight, wasn't it? Tempts you with the mega arm and then gets you stuck in a corner. Should have switched to the super shotgun for the pushback. Well, guess I'm dead on that map. Guess we'll never find out what the rest of that was like. I don't even know what killed me, I don't care. Moving on. Alright, well that was the Ironeagle. Let's move on to the Ironeagle. Better check what it is actually. Doom 1 or Doom 2. Doom. Oh, it's Doom. Oh, it's Ultimate Doom. Okay. Interesting. So, Ultimate Doom. For this one, so oh crap, com level 3. What the can I do comp level 3 in DS? Can I do comp level 3 in DSDA-Doom? It's that very strange comp level 3. By the time I ran it for my Ironman last year. Oh, weird. And again, I have to switch the DSDAs. I guess it's just Ultimate Doom then, is it? I imagine Ultimate Doom is the equivalent to comp level 3. Can't be Final Doom. I imagine it's just Ultimate Doom Compact is 3, so we'll go with that. I mean, this is Doom 1, so it makes sense, I guess. Alright, well, let me just quickly change the title. Real quick, and we'll get to that. There we go. CL3 is Ultimate Doom. Alright, cool. Excellent. Alright, well, moving on to the Ironeagle now. So the Ironeagle is the same as the Ironman League, but with two differences, I suppose. The first difference is you can choose what difficulty setting to play on. So when you do your run, you can either do it on Hey Not Too Rough, Hurt Me Plenty, or Ultra Violence. And all three have their own different leaderboards. So if you want to do an Ironman run, but you don't want to play on Ultra Violence each time, then you can play on a lower difficulty, if you wish. Also, I suppose it's been done by the same person for its 89 inceptions, whereas the Ironman League has been a community run thing, originally by Alfonso, and then a conglomerate of several of us pulling together. And the other difference is that in the Ironeagle, if you die, you can choose to restart the level you died on from a pistol start and go again, if you so wish. So you get like a second chance, but you have to play from a pistol start. You don't get to go back to your auto-save. You have to pistol start the level you're on and you get an attempt. Then if you die again, then the run ends. Now, I don't bother with that. I just play it like the normal rule. I just do the one run and then death, and then that's it. All done. So, yeah. I've also taken part in all the previous 88 Ironeagles, as it's been run by Pegleg. And this one is no exception. So this time around, it is the Silhouettes of Phobos, which is a vanilla map set containing 4 new maps for Doom made by Michael Lundy in 1995. Which means 90s mapping! 90s mapping, kids! We're going back to the 90s again. Kind of like last month, actually. With Hellraiser, which I beat. Can I beat another 90s themed Ironeagle this year? So, naturally, I've never heard of this WOD, so this is going to be another blind run. There's apparently 4 maps, E1M1 to E1M3, and a bonus map at E4M1. You don't have to beat E4M1, but it's a bonus map at the end. So, there we go. No warnings about any soft locks. So that's a good sign. See if there's any extra information about this. They apparently had made quite a few other things up to this point. Deathmatch stuff. Shareware, Heretic Cathedral, Gorilla Gore, Waterford, Get Your Gun, Houses 1.4, 101 sounds on my mic. Sounds like this person was quite busy back in the day. No particular extra information beyond that, so there we go. 90s mapping. What can we expect from 90s mapping? Anything and everything is the answer to that question. Right, so let's start. Completely blind run on Ultraviolence. Well, we don't have the basic music, so that's a start. Ooh. Okay. Oh wow, a secret in the friggin' start door. How very vintage. A cyber demon on map 1. The complete opposite of that. Yeah, yikes. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Oh, he's in there. Oh, he's firing. I don't think it actually hit, though. Yeah. Thankfully, he cannot hit over that wall. Oh, wow. This is... Got cacos. I'm not quite sure whether I should be killing these or leaving. There's a part of me that wants to leave these cacos alive to act as cyber demon. Should I need them to get past the cyber demon. Hey, Midas. I'm very split on what to do. And also I have a lack of ammo. Are they stuck here? No. Okay, that's going to be a problem then. I'm going to have to kill them. I don't want to get trapped in a corner. Exploring the rest of the level. Made by a 13-year-old in 1995. That's a mapping signature if I ever saw one. Yeah, I'm looking at now. Yeah, you see, if I had left them alone, I'd be sandwiched here and I'd be dead. Quite a comfortable start to this one. Oh no. It looks like the Cyber Demon might be telephragged at the end, hopefully. A big lot of hopefully attached to that. Any reason to want to go in? The answer is no. There's nothing there, seemingly. Oh, he is stuck on there, but he can fire over the edge. Oh, I am not liking this whatsoever. No, you don't have to UV max him, he's gotta survive. Please be a telephone. That's a really nice, pleasant follow-up, by the way. You get hitbox blocked and then blinded and imps kill you. Really nice. So glad I found that secret at the beginning. I just fall off. Yep. No, you don't have to UV max them. You just have to survive. Sometimes in the case of a map that's... In the case of when a single map is submitted, death percentage is you get a slightly higher score on the leaderboard if you kill more enemies. But mainly your goal is to survive in a decent time. So... But no, you don't have to UV max them at all. You might want to search for secrets and supplies to not be dead, though. In fact, if I didn't have that health secret, I'll probably be starting this level on like 50% or less health to begin. Not ideal. Oh, this is a star. A star-tastic corridor. This exact style of corridor would not exist today. Not for very long, anyway. Interesting choice to use this track in particular. I So you get the mega armor for free, but there's also an area where you get the regular armor? Absolutely makes sense, right? Just give the mega armor for free in an area where you already get the regular armor. Hey, IDDQT, how's it going? Thank you very much for the GLs. I have unfortunately perished in the Ironman League, but at least I got to map 4. So, not a complete failure. It's very well designed for being a rather early release. Well, he was willing to put a Cyberdine on map 1. They were willing to use the Cyber Demon on the first map. They were pushing the envelope a little bit just for that. Even though it's just 3 maps. So, perhaps showing that they had some ideas what they were doing. Okay, 3 Soul Sphere. I'm not complaining, I'll take it. Oh, 96. Yeah. This came out in 995, though. So, it predates that. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I wasn't too proud of the death in the Ironman League because I was gambling on the chain gun pushing back in enemies enough, but the super shotgun would have been better, but you know. Oh, you think I need the rad suit? You gave me the mega armor and a soul sphere. I'm not going to be too worried about taking the odd tick of damage. Ah, okay, that's a different story, however. Yeah, I'm taking it for that. That, though, yes, I am very keen to do it for that. It was down here. In the pits of... There's nothing here. Okay, no, absolutely do not fall down there. That will be inescapable. 100%. That was a long fall. Another mega armor. Can I avoid picking it up? Yes, I actually can. Nice. Get to keep it. Didn't do anything. At least not anything too obvious, anyway. So what did that do then? I thought it might open the... Oh, there's a switch down there. Ah, but I don't know if it's the switch the other way. I don't want to risk going down there, bumbling in the switch, and then not being able to get back. No way am I taking that chance. Not when there's other parts of the level I could explore. The unique kind of threat to 90s mapping is trying to figure out what to do. If you go about it in the normal manner, it could cost you. You have to expect some form of weirdness to crop up anytime. Just think it's the Wild West of Doom mapping, so if there will be a weird crusher in a spot, it will be there. If there will be a weird little way of progressing in a level, it will be there. If the mapper makes you walk through a pain sector to get somewhere, you will have to do it. You're not getting out of engaging with the weirdness. Ah, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about the... Yeah, as you can see, that switch over there clearly indicates that we need to go back to that area. Would you look at that? Pentagram. It does not, however, get me out of this level yet. Must be something else. I need to get a yellow key from somewhere. Well, to be more accurately, in there. Do I need a red key first? Oh! This is opened. Secret. And mainly, you're just going to have to deal with cryptic progression being a bit strange as well. That's why 90s map sets can actually be a really interesting challenge for these Ironmans. When there's not weird soft locks, that is. But if carefully selected, 90s maps are probably a challenge today. Because if you don't know the map specifically, you could get thrown off by the most ridiculous thing possible. Like, I had no idea this was a one-way route. I had no idea that was a one-way door that's locked me into the room and prevents me from getting out forever. Nice window. Feel like they were inspired a bit by E1M3 here. Multiple ways, actually. You can see the episode 1 inspirations on this map in particular. This actually looks nice for 95. The geometry, at least, the textures me a bit bland. Oh, they absolutely do. Convoluted, mono-textured, but they'll have some weird idea you've never seen before. For better and for worse. I've said this many times, and you'll And I'll say it again. The way I like playing 90s maps, there's just always something in there that will you just won't get today. It's a wild ride. You think you know? Anyway, need to fall down here and take some minor damage. Not bad for a 13-year-old in 995, huh? Final map of episode 1. They decided the level design principles very well. Oh yeah, definitely. It's why I'm looking forward to someday playing Nostalgia, the Nostalgia trilogy being my old and... That's meant to be a nice callback to 90s stuff. I believe. Or at least older mapping principles. Seekers on this map. So what? Although I don't know if the Nostalgia trilogy is entirely meant to be like 90s mapping stuff or earlier mapping stuff, but I've heard it's quite a good trilogy of things to play. Regardless. I much prefer this style of mapping to some modern stuff, sometimes. Simpler beats. Invoking the imagination by abstraction sometimes. Though I would guess that some people would find this to be very boring to play. But we don't listen to those people. Because they're well catered for nowadays. Dang. The ceiling height variations on these nukage pits. I wonder what else this person did later down the road. What was the mapper's name again? Michael Lundy, was it? Michael Wendy. I want to check something real quick. If you'll allow me a moment. Doomwick. No, I need the other one. There we go. Oh. It appears that Michael Lundy did quite a few things, but only did stuff up to 1996. And then that seems to be it. So, they mapped for about 2 years and then moved on somewhere else. Or maybe they went to Quake, or maybe they just stopped mapping altogether and did whatever. Huh. There's probably quite a fair few tales of people who just made a few maps back in the day, some were okay, and then they just moved on. I guess not everybody went on to be the next Mayo or Dario Casali or all the other, or Dr. Sleep or whatnot. Would have just been seen as a fun little lark to do at the time for a couple of months and then move on to whatever was next and exciting and new. I don't feel comfortable proceeding down there. What's that? Oh, choice. I'd rather not go down there. Because I have no other recourse. I don't trust you that much that I'd want to suddenly start going down pain sector bits. Just yet. Really going hard with the windows on this map. Windows everywhere. But not a Mac in sight. It's starting to look like I am going to have to go down into the nukage pit. Don't make me go into the nukage pit blind, please! I don't want to go into the nukage pit blind. Or without a rad suit, at least. Oh dear, it looks like I'm gonna have no choice. I'm gonna have to go into the nukage pit blind. And hope for the best. Shall we ho? Oh. Oh, thank God. Thank God for the Mega Armor and Soul Spear I acquired earlier. hope in the future, though, as Doom continues, that there is some people who stick to doing maps in this kind of style as we move on. This older style of mapping. I know a lot of people will be growing up on MBF 21 and a ridiculous amount of convenience and accessibility. But I hope somewhere out there are some people who remember the old ways of these 90s maps and vanilla stuff and limit removing and... that kind of variety maybe keeps up. That's a secret, huh? Because I like MBF 21. And it's nice that it gives people so many options for things to do with maps these days. But there's a charm about this older style that I hope that doesn't get entirely lost or forgotten about as the community moves forward. You get what I'm saying? And I fell down. Okay. Right, well. That's the secret. I'm gonna have to make the most of this one rad suit. Don't fuck it up. Requires a red key. Damn it. Probably not going to be able to go back for that. There's another thing over here. 5% pain sector with mega armor is not the worst, I guess. Oh, that's worthwhile. That's very much worthwhile. If there's only 80 enemies left and the map's half done, still, a backpack at this point is good. sure I want to, Oh. Whoa. Trying to do something probably quite very stupid. I'm sort of gambling that the payoff for going back to that secret is a BFG. Or something. It's not bad. Extra plasma ammo is always welcome. But... There's the mapping signature again. ML. Okay, fresh mega armor. Helps quite a bit. That's the door. Oh, look at this crate. One-time switch. What we got here? Huh. Yeah, nice secret. Actually, my main problem now is I need to figure out where to go to actually get out of here. Ah, it appears straight ahead is the answer. No cyber demon at the end? I don't even have to use my plasma for anything yet. Okay. That's it. Didn't need the plasma rocket launcher for Anything? Okay. Well, that's the first 3 maps. And that's the end of that part of it. But there is a bonus map to play as well. E4M1. So yeah, this is just a normal E1M4. So we get to play this as a bonus. It's technically counted as survived, but if I survive this as well, I get an extra bonus to the clear for the month. So run to E4. Oh, this looks a bit hectic. Be nice to get the bonus map as well for the full clear. Okay, yikes, that was way too many goddamn shotguns at the same time. There. That was extremely painful. Oh, good job, I guess. Lava pit down there with much to spare. There is a passage off to the side, but I'm not keen on getting it. Unless, again, I have no other choice. Again. Starting to look like I may have no other choice again. Some sort of shoot switch. Has that activated anything? Anything at all? Oh, maybe it's opened the thing at the top. No? Is it a time switch or something? Oh, I'm getting... No, it's done nothing. It's not a shoot switch. Oh. Ow! Alright, go on. I was getting confused because I was hearing the shoot sound, which just the initial shoot switch that goes off. That threw me off. Okay, I switched it. Also, didn't order that. Is that gonna finally raise a bridge here? Yes. Just guessed it would be a bridge coming. To reach the barely visible fuzzy specters. Hold on to that for a moment. Again, feeling like I will need the health more than the utility at this point. Ooh, I was a bit worried they're crossing there. Oh no, do I have to cross that? Okay, phew. Oh, it's a secret, sort of. Again, I'm worried about dropping down into this pit. Alright, I guess we get out. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna take the utility at this point since I got extra health. I'm gonna take the utility. In case of some kind of weird pinky trap, now I can berserk punch my way out. Just feel like change of heart, I might actually need the utility. Now. That opens this finally. Boy, is that well. At this point. Lots of rockets. That's very generous. But what am I going to be using them on? Heading into the fort now. Just be careful, John. Don't fall into the pit. And you'll be okay. I think I'll just leave at this point. Oh. You're Baron. Done. And that's the bonus map. Yay! Back-to-back Ironeagle survived. And then John Romero's speed back. Yeah. Not quite in the mood to play a Romero map. that particular one at this point. Alright, well, that was the Ironeagle. I survived it last month and I'm surviving it again this month. Seems I'm pretty... Well, it wasn't honestly that tricky, to be fair. It was, apart from a scary cyber demon on map 1, it's not like there were any barons or any massive threats. It was very, very generous in terms of the health and armor. So, not stupidly comfortable, but comfortable enough. So there's the links to the Ironeagle and the Ironman League if you want to take part. It goes on for the rest of the month, so feel free to, if you've never taken part, give it a shot this month. It's fun. It's a fun little competition. Don't worry if you don't do too well. It's all fun. Little idea. It might challenge you a little bit if you're a bit too comfortable like I am with save states and whatnot, having to play without being able to go back and undo your mistakes. It's always a fun time. Indeed. Right, well, I'm going to end the stream here for now. I will be back later this evening with more Quake Brutalist Jam 2. So, this will be hopefully the first of 2 streams today. And hopefully the Brutalist Jam 2 will continue to provide some good, interesting maps for me to play through. So yeah, thank you all for coming to this stream, and we're going to go find someone to raid, since there are 20 of us. See who's live right now. Who's doing lives? Oh my goodness, Jesus is playing Tech War. Tech War! The poor soul. Playing Tech War. Well, just for that alone, I'm going to give them all the support they can. I'm going to raid Jezzes. They are playing William Shatner's Tech War. If you've ever watched Civi's video on it, you know how terrible that is. So, let's go give them some support and hope they can get through it in as quick as possible so they can move on to playing something good. You can see William Shatner's 90s compressed mug right now. Probably telling him, yeah, you got the bad guy, but did you have to take down half of LA to go with you? Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon, and hopefully I'll see you later for some Quake.